All right. Welcome back, you salty fucks. We're going to do some week one matchups. I said I was going to do a draft recap. I don't know how much battery's left on this, so I might as well just, do the current. And, I was really drunk for the draft, so I can't say too much. So, week one, let's get into it. Let's start with some pulp and corn. One of my favorite matchups. That's my good old friend Corny and our best bud Garrel. Gary versus Corn, the battle of the short kings. Um, Gary loves to be, quirky with his draft picks. He didn't get Tony Pollard this year, so he decided to draft two Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receivers. So as of now, Corn is projected to win because he did have Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs on this Thursday, but he also had Cam Akers. So I think Corn is going to be one of the few people who lose with the Bills stack because he is facing Gary's team probably the only week it's going to be healthy. He's got Mike Evans, T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, McCaffrey, Miles Sanders, Irv Smith. All have had their own soft tissue issues and problems in the past, and he likes to draft wide receiver twos with T. Higgins and Jalen Waddle and Chris Godwin, MVS, Wandale. I never know what Gary's doing. He's his own little quirky turkey. And then you have Corn's team, who's probably not going to be healthy enough to play this week with Michael Thomas, Drake London, J.K. Dobbins, Ken Walker. A lot of Qs. Start calling him Susie Q because his team fucking sucks. Yeah, yeah. I think Corn having to start Claypool and then as of now, having Drake London and Michael Thomas in his starting lineup, I think he's going to get his shit stomped in the shower. So that's I think Gary's going to win this week, and I think it's the only week that Gary wins and his team gets hurt, and he is the toilet once again. All right. Next matchup, we have Joe versus John, Tickle versus Pussy Lovin'. And John texted me this week and he said, I don't know what I was thinking at the draft. This is the worst team I've ever put together. And for John to say that about his team, that's saying something because his teams have sucked in the past. Just a notorious Tom Brady in the first, Gronk in the first, just a weirdo. He stole Tony Pollard from Gary, so if Gary has any uh, qualms or he wants to start a feud, I think John's a pretty good target. Remember that, Garrus. Joe's team. I don't really want to say it. I like it. I don't love it because I don't love Zeke. I don't love Jacobs. I don't love Melvin Gordon. I think all of them are going to lose their jobs. But Tyreek and Cooper Cup's pretty good, and Mahomes will always be nasty. Um, John on the other side, Aaron Jones will smash. Rashad Penny's going to have a good week. But he's starting Devontae Parker, and he had Allen Robinson. So I don't have any faith in John's team, especially when Cup put up 25. So I think Joe wins this week. Sorry, John. Who do we have next? Oh, so this week we have Brody and Mike versus the league favorite Brisket. I texted Brody this week and I said there's been a discussion amongst the league. When are you going to spell Saquon correct? And are you going to change your name? You haven't had Saquon in multiple years. And he felt like he was a little bit roasted. So he decided to really dip into his creative juices and go with Judge Judy equals full chub and then challenge the league to have two players in his team name. And I don't accept that challenge. So, yep, we got Brody versus Brisket. Brisket, Hunter Henry in the flex. I don't think I really need to talk about this matchup really past that. Yeah. Brody's not going to win, but I don't feel like talking about this matchup at all because Hunter Henry in a flex and then asking for RBs directly after the draft is just a little disrespectful. So I don't feel like I should review your matchup. So suck my dick. Trade me Hunter Renfro. All right, so we have Slim Pickens versus Steve McNair's Ghost. R.I.P. Steve McNair, no disrespect. We have Adam versus Corey. Corey Lockman being the most mediocre fantasy player in all of football. He is sixth place or worse. He knows it. We all know it. Mr. Mediocrity. I think, that's a cool nickname. There's Mr. 3000, Bernie Mac. There's, Mr. October, Mr. November, Mr. America. So I think you should just ride that Mr. nickname of Mr. Mediocrity. Instead, you're Slim Pickens, which, that'll be your team by the end of the year. You're not going to have many people. Yeah, so this one, they both already had players play. Gabe Davis on Adam's side, Singletary on Corey's side. I don't really think Corey has a chance. No, I think Corey loses. Corey's got Saquon and ETN going up against Henry and Kamara. Those are just Adam's just going to smash with Henry and Kamara. That's going to be annoying to go against all year. And then he's got Keenan Allen, Sutton, and Armon Ra versus Corey's Lamb, Metcalf, Juju, Russell Wilson. I think Adam's team is just better all around, and it's going to be one of many losses for Mr. Lockman, Mr. Mediocrity. So, sorry, Corey. All right. Oof. Battle of the Mats. Battle of the Mats. We have our reigning two-time champion, Snail, Matt Robinson, versus... Oh my God, I have this wrong because his team name is the Zarnik Soakers. It's against Kyle. That is my fault, Kyle. You are not a Matt. But whew, this matchup's going to be nice. I think this is one of the more fun matchups of the week. I hope Kyle pulls out a victory because, I don't want to see Snail go 3-peat on us. He already lost a trophy I made for the league. So, I hope there's a little extra salt on him this year. So he's got Dak going up against Lamar. Snail's got Jefferson, McLaurin, Hollywood against Kyle's DJ, Elijah. Is that his name? Elijah. And Rashad Bateman. I think Kyle's got him in the running backs with Najee, DeAndre Swift. Champ's got Fournette, Damian Harris. But he also has Mark Andrews. So Champ does, etch him out right there. Hawkinson is not my favorite. I mean, I love the Detroit Lions, but the Hawk strap is just not tight this week. But then in the flex, I think, Clyde Edwards is much better than Tyler Boyd. So I hope Kyle pulls out the victory. Projections don't say so at the moment. So we will see, but I will pick Kyle. And then we've got me, Kamish, Abukaki versus the Shrimp Show. Projected to kick his ass. I hope I kick his ass. I don't like the man. I hope his team all burns in hell. I hope every single one of his players gets AIDS. I hope that, I hope they all get AIDS. That's about it, because can't play with that on the first day. I'm not even going to go to our matchup. I win. Matchup of the week. We'll go with Kyle versus Champ. I think that's going to be the closest matchup. And I think Kyle etches out a victory. So, yeah. That's week 1. So much fun. I don't like any of you salty fucks. So until next time, Kamish out.